Hello, crypto world. Here we are, Thursday afternoon. The stock market's closed, and once again, Trump gets into the marketplace and causes a little bit of havoc. Dow Jones gave up 295-point gain because he said he was going to start his tariffs on Canada and Mexico immediately, but there's no official confirmation of that, so that made the market back down. And Microsoft's earnings were bad, so you could see what happened to Microsoft. And we have Apple coming out later tonight, which will affect everything. But we should talk about crypto. Crypto is green. It was up more, not radically, but it was up more, but it's holding on to its gains. You can see how Bitcoin rallied up, got all the way up to 106,000. Now it's back down to 105,000. And a couple of things have affected the price of Bitcoin and crypto. Number one, the president of the EU Central Bank said Bitcoin doesn't belong on any country's central bank's balance sheet. Now, some people had thought the EU would be likely to put Bitcoin on its balance sheet because its gold reserve went from 15% of their balance sheet to 35%, and that's such a large increase that many thought that it would be appropriate to, if you didn't get rid of your gold, at least reduce the amount and replace it with Bitcoin. She made it very clear it's not going to happen. Then in addition, Elliott Management, which if you don't know is one of the most important activist hedge funds, they manage something close to $80 billion, has said that there's an inevitable collapse of crypto coming, and it's in spite of Trump's crypto push. And he says it's a mistake for Trump to do that, and that there's going to be a huge crash in crypto. I don't share that view, but that took a little bit of the steam out of the market because Elliott Management is a highly respected firm. Bottom line, we had a green day in crypto. It lost some of its fever, if you will, when all of the comments made by the president of the European Central Bank and the head of a major hedge fund came out negative as to Bitcoin. But let me just remind everybody, A, I don't agree with them, and B, we are going to have some kind of strategic reserve, whether it's just Bitcoin or Bitcoin and other cryptos. One doesn't know at the moment. And the United States speaks loud by its actions. And then number two, we have in the United States, I think it's 12 states who have introduced legislation to have Bitcoin reserve put on their balance sheets. And I suspect if the United States does, and many states inside of the United States do, we will see other countries around the world add Bitcoin to their reserve. But anyway, today's a Greenland. The stock market was strong. It backed off a little bit because of concern about tariffs, but we find the market strong, and we have to see what happens with tech earnings tonight. But bottom line, we're in Greenland, and yes, there are skeptics, but I'm not one of them, and I hope you aren't.